Then now, because we know there are four formulae which are very important, we'll try to solve some numericals to understand how these formulae are used. So we'll start with question number 1. Okay, first read the question properly, very important. Everyone should remember, read the question properly and first find out what is asked in the question. Okay, here we'll see some and also some values which are given in the question. So first we will try to find out with the help of this problem. Raghu covers a distance of 200 meter. So Raghu, a boy or a person who is running or maybe traveling, he traveled for a total distance of 200 meters, right? So distance traveled by 200 meters. And if you see, when traveling at a speed of 10 meter per second, maybe he is riding his bicycle. So when he was riding his bicycle at this speed, the speed of bicycle is how much? 10 meter per second. Or maybe a scooter, but for scooter it will be very slow, other people will crash him. Okay, so we'll take it as a bicycle. So Raghu covers a total distance of 200 meters when traveling at a speed of 10 meter per second. So when he was riding his bicycle, the speed was 10 meter per second, and using his bicycle he has covered a distance of 200 meter. So two values are given to us. Find the time to cover the distance. What we are supposed to find? Time. How much time does he take or he takes to cover that much of a distance at this speed. So what is given to us? It is given to us distance is 200 meter, what Raghu traveled, the distance that Raghu traveled, and speed is 10 meter per second. So we have to find out time. Okay, and we know what is given to us: speed, distance and time. So we can use the formula for speed. Okay, yes. So speed is equals to what? Speed is equals to distance upon time. Now see, the same formula can be expressed in three ways. Okay, how is that? So you see, if speed we have to calculate, the formula becomes distance upon time, right? But if we have to calculate time, then the formula becomes the time will go to that side and speed will come in the denominator. So time will be is equals to distance upon speed. Also, if we have to calculate distance, then distance is equals to speed multiplied by time, because this is in denominator. We always do cross multiplication. If we consider speed divided by 1, so then we can easily do the cross multiplication. So whatever has been asked in the question, depending on that, our formula will change. Like here you can see the first formula that we have studied is speed is equals to distance upon time, but we have to find time. So now the formula changes like this. If we have to find out distance, the formula will become speed multiplied by time. So distance is equals to speed into time, speed is equals to distance upon time, and time is equals to distance upon speed, because here we have to calculate time. Okay, so there are three rules that everyone should follow. Number one, get the right formula. Okay, so this last one is the right formula that we want, because we have to find out time. So time is on the left hand side. That is how the formula should look like. Then second step is substitution. Whatever we know, the values that we have obtained from the question, that we will put in the formula. And third step is to get the right answer. Okay, and you have to show also how we have got the answer. So here first step, speed time is equals to distance upon speed. Second step is substitution. We know distance, we know speed, so we substituted it. Distance is 200 meters and speed is 10 meter per second. So meter will cancel and answer will come in seconds. So 200 divided by 10, answer should be 20 seconds. So Raghu took almost 20 seconds, very fast actually, by cycle if you see, but if it is a car or another vehicle, very slow. Okay, so here what we found out is time. So if we know the speed of a vehicle and a distance, we can find out the time taken by it. So time taken by Raghu to travel for a distance of 200 meter per second and at a speed of 20. What if Raghu is traveling at a speed of 20? Okay, let's say if the speed we keep 20 meter per second, then he would have taken 20, 0 0 cancel to 10. He would have taken 10 seconds, isn't it? Okay, likewise we can also keep on trying. If you change the distance, the value will change. I hope everyone understood. Fine. So then this is the first question. Now we'll go for second question. Very tricky and little interesting question. Now see, first thing, always remember, whenever the question appears to you as very big question, right? As you can see here, the question appears to be very big. Remember, big questions are the easiest one to solve. The most easy question will be very big in size, but answer you will get in 3 steps. Okay, so most important thing is we should be able to read the question properly and find out what is given in it and what has been asked. Like here you can see, we'll try to solve this problem. Always remember, big questions are the easiest one. Tiny questions are, it will take time. Okay, so when traveling in a bus, so Suman is traveling in a bus, and she observed something and she shared with us. When traveling in a bus, Suman noticed that the bus stopped 4 times in her complete journey from starting point to the final stop where she wants to get down from the bus. She found that the bus has stopped 4 times. First time it has stopped after 10 minutes. Second time it stopped after 20 minutes. Well, after 10 minutes, after stopping here, she started counting again, and then after 20 minutes from there, it has stopped second time. Third time, she stopped after 5 minutes. The bus has stopped after 5 minutes. And the fourth time, finally, it stopped after 35 minutes. So, higher, greater the time, we can say that the bus has traveled larger distance in the final 35 minutes, isn't it? So again, when traveling in a bus, Suman found out, or she noticed, she observed that the bus has stopped for total 4 times. First, 10 minutes, and then after that, after 20 minutes, after that, 5 minutes, and finally after 35 minutes. Now, what was the average speed of the bus? Because the bus has stopped many times, definitely it was not traveling with a constant speed. Because the speed is not constant, that means the motion is non-uniform motion. So we cannot calculate speed. We can calculate speed only for this distance or this distance, this distance. Each time will have different speed. Okay, but if we want to find out what would be the constant speed for the entire journey, so then we call it as average speed. So what was the average speed of the bus if it covered a total distance of 8,000 meters? The bus traveled for 8 kilometers. 1 kilometer is 1,000 meter, so therefore 8,000 meters will be is equals to 8 kilometers. Okay, like I told you, the bigger the question, the easiest one to solve it or get the answer. So here what we have to find, the average speed of the bus, right? We know the formula. So first of all, we'll collect the values and then we'll solve. So we know the total distance the bus has traveled is 8,000 meters or 8 kilometers. Because we want to calculate the value in SI unit, we'll keep it in meters. Distance in SI system is always measured in meters. So the total distance covered by bus is 8,000 meters, and the total time that it took. Remember, SI unit for time is second, but all the values that are given to us here, they are in minutes. So we will convert it into minutes. So total time is what? Total time is 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 5 and 35. So this becomes 35 plus 5 is 40, and 40 plus 30 is 70. This is not 80. So there is something mistaken here. Either this should be 20 minutes. I hope you people will change. Okay, so 35 plus 5 is 40, and 40 plus 40 will be 80. So the first value should be 20 minutes. Okay, kindly make the correction, and very sorry for the mistake committed here. So this is 20 minutes, this should be 20 minutes. So 20 plus 20 is 40, and 40 plus 40 will be then 80 minutes. But we know for SI system of unit, we need to convert this time into seconds. Okay, so multiply it with 60, because 1 minute is 60 seconds. Okay, then so 2 minutes will be 2 into 60 second, 3 minutes will be 3 into 60 second. So here 80 minutes will be is equals to what? 80 into 60 seconds, which is 8 6 are 48, 4800 seconds. I hope it is clear. Please take care of the mistake here. This is 20, that should also be 20. There is a mistake here. Fine. So 80 into 60 will be 4800 seconds. And what we are supposed to find? We are supposed to find the average speed. Average speed is what? Average speed has a formula of total distance traveled divided by the total time taken. Like I told you, the easiest problem to solve. Okay, so total distance we know 8000 meter, and total time also we know 4800 seconds. And if we do the division, substitution, first step is to get the right formula. If it is given already, we'll write it down and then substitute the value. Second step, formula, get the right formula, get the substitution, and then do the calculation. And third step is final answer. Okay, so average speed is equals to total distance traveled divided by total time taken. And then after that we can do the substitution. 8000 meters divided by 4800 seconds.